Hello, everybody, and welcome to IntyCenter. We are smack dab in the middle of Yule in real life, but we are in the middle of a baseball season in 1990 in FODEUSS. So let's get to it. And in this season of giving, we're going to give you a chance, our dedicated viewers, a chance to win some Inty bucks. Stay tuned to this episode for your details on how to do that. We're outsourcing the game of the week this week, so we've chosen to recap a bunch more games than we normally do. It's going to be an extra long IntyCenter. Let's hop into it with performance enhancers. They lead 3-1 after they get a three-run homer from Al Simmons in the sixth inning. They take that 3-1 lead into the eighth, but Dustin Pedroia gets a two-run single. David Justice scores on a wild pitch, and Pedroia scores on a sac fly from John Beckwith. Liam Hendricks would send the Reuters 6 up, 6 down for the 6-out save, and Bleach steals that one 6-3. We're going to talk about three dominant performances as well from the pitching department. First up, Bill Foster tossed a three-hit shutout at Game of Throws. Joe Morgan and Frank Thomas each drove in a pair of runs, and Amazings wins that one 9-0. How about CC Sabathia? He wasn't scheduled to start, but he got the surprise start for Scythie. He goes 8 1/3 innings. He scatters 6 hits, gives up just one run. That and two errors from George Wright helped Scythie beat the Pilots 8-1. Then we had Harry Salmon. He tossed a four-hit shutout. Shoeless Joe, Buck Ewing, Fred Dunlap, they each homer. The Birmingham Shack Barons, they beat Reseda Free Fallers 12-0. Well, Scythie's win streak couldn't go on forever, and it took something special to snap it. That something special was from Dave Brown. He gives up one hit over 8 innings. Stone Temple Seattle Pilots then gets a 1-2-3 9 from Shockmaster Van Mungo. Bob Gibson takes the loss, and the Pilots win that one 8-0. But if they keep pitching like this, the Barons might just win forever. Spoiler, I know I put it in the thread. They actually lost the game right after this one. I take notes as it's going. I swear I wasn't trying to jinx that, but I guess even here, the Inty jinx is real. Sorry about that. Anyways, Booker McDaniel tossed a 6-hit shutout. He struck out 7. Ross Barnes drove in 3, and the Shack Barons won for the 17th time in a row. They take down the Free Fallers 6-0. Frank Robinson hit a 3-run homer that greeted relief pitcher Kent Tekulve with the first pitch he threw quite rudely. That helps Albuquerque puts up 7 runs in the fourth inning. They use that to go en route to win this game against Atlanta Autumn 9-5. And how about the day Ryan Sandberg had against brand new ball players? He singled to lead off the game. That was his first of 4 singles. He also homered to give him 5 total hits. Let's Play 2 are going to win that one by the Dolly Parton scoreline, 9-5. Having lost 8 straight, Atlanta Autumn looked to be on the verge of snapping that streak as they took a 7-2 lead into the ninth inning against Albuquerque. 3 straight singles to open the inning, loaded the bases. A balk drove in a run. Another run scored. That sent Jim Leland to the bullpen. A Babe Ruth RBI single and an E6 scored a couple more runs. A Joe Medwick 2-run single put the Angels on top 8-7. And insurance runs came in on a sac fly from Yadier Molina and a single from Brooks Robinson. And Albert Pujols GIDP would end that inning, but blind the all-seeing Angels of Hernandez. They would be up 10-7. In the bottom of the ninth, Maury Willis got hit by a pitch and Pudge Rodriguez singled as Rob Nen came in with 1 out. That meant the tying run was at the plate with 1 out, but Nen struck out Sam Crawford and got the pinch-hitting Goose Goslin to fly out to get the wild win for Albuquerque and send the Autumn to their 9th straight loss. And starting to look like this might be a FODEUSS tradition of Old Hoss starting off with a rough start to the season and then rounding into shape. And that looks like it's continuing this year as he tossed a 4-hit shutout with 9 strikeouts. The Enhancers beat Bleach 7-0. It begs the question, does Hoss just show up out of shape and forget to use spring training to get into shape and use the regular season to do it instead? And if so, that begs the question, are we sure he's not actually another one of the Shack clones? I'm just asking. Now, as we switch to the second half of games, I'm going to give you an anecdote you can use to earn some Indy bucks. So On the 25th of December this year, I was sitting with my twins, and my brother called from prison on Christmas morning to wish everybody Merry Christmas. And as he's doing so, Twit the Younger asks him, Uncle Star Wars, that's what they call him Uncle Star Wars. He says, Uncle Star Wars, are you on Santa's naughty list? My brother, again calling from federal prison, laughs and says, Oh, yeah, there's no denying it. I'm definitely on the naughty list this year. Twit the Older then asks, Why? Why are you on the naughty list? And my brother responds as only he can. That's a matter of public record. If you'd like to look it up, go ahead. So here's how you earn some Inty bucks. Just between now and when I post the next set of games, just naturally work this anecdote into your updates in the thread, whether it's reacting to your games, posting your changes, making fun of DP, whatever it is, post those anecdotes in there in a natural way. I don't want to just see a recap of them. I want to see them worked in there. And then for everyone who does it, you'll each earn one Inty buck. So if 3 of you do it, all 3 of you earn 3 Inty bucks. If 5 of you do it, you'll all 5 earn 5 Inty bucks. And this goes for the peanut gallery as well. If any of you watching this who aren't necessarily playing the game want to post it in there as well, you'll earn Inty bucks for everybody else who posts it that is playing the game as well. And so let's pick the action back up now after that anecdote. Hopefully it made you laugh. We're talking about Mickey Mantle had 3 hits and Lou Gehrig hitting a homer. The Bandwagoners beat the Demon Bags 13-3. Kevin Brown took a loss in that one, and honestly, fuck that guy. Leon Day gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, and he takes a hard luck loss. That's because Jake Arrieta, Koji Uehara, and Icebox Chamberlain combined to give up 1 run on 7 hits as the Surfers beat the Ball Players 2-1. That's also the game that snapped what is believed to be the longest hitting streak in FODEUSS history. And a 6th inning solo homer by Brooks Robinson. That was the only hit allowed by Toad Ramsey. Is the year of the Toad returning? We'll have to keep watching it and find out. Toad strikes out 8. The Pilots beat the Angels 5-1. Hey, we got some good news for the Bandwagoners on the 24th of May. They gave up 0 runs from the 7th inning through the 8th inning. The bad news? They gave up 2 runs in the 1st inning, and then they gave up 9 runs in the 9th inning. The even worse news, Sandy Koufax and Fernando Valenzuela, they combined for a 6-hit shutout. Demon Bags win that one 11-0. Hey, Phil Niekro tossed 8 innings and gave up 2 runs on 6 hits. And after losing 9 in a row, Atlanta has now won back-to-back games as they down Bleach. Phrasing, they win that one 3-2. How about 4 hits allowed by Robin Roberts, only to get pulled 1 out from the complete game shutout? Sean Burnett finishes it, and the Ball Players beat the Surfers 6-0. Carl Hubble and Goose Gossage handed a 3-1 lead to Mariano Rivera. The Sandman then proceeded to record exactly 0 outs. He walked Rico Cardi, gave up a single to Mike Donlin, and then walked Noma to load the bases. A John McGraw single, complete with suck-it motions to Rivera, scored a run. Then a 2-out single from Pete Browning walked it off. Birmingham enter the night and exit the light with a 4-3 lead, and they send performance enhancers off to Never Never Land, wondering how they lost that one. And we'll end with this one. It was a battle of guys who won a Cy Young in Cleveland. Pretty good duel. Shane Bieber versus CC Sabathia. Sabathia gives up 2 runs on 7 hits over 6 2/3 innings. Bieber gives up none on 7 hits. Not Justin gets the win as he goes 7 1/3 innings. And Game of Throws beats Scythie 2-0. Hey, that's going to do it all this week for IntyCenter. Hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. We'll get in 1 or 2 more of these during this break in between Christmas and New Year's over the season of Yule. Many blessings to you and yours. Don't forget to post those anecdotes naturally into your post in the thread. And we will catch you next time for another whip around. FODEUSS.